I'm going to be talking to you today about the signs and symptoms of measles. And from there, we're going to move on to transmission and how it's spread. And it's a very contagious disease. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. All right. Thanks. We'll go to that point. These are the symptoms here for the measles, and the incubation period is 10 to 14 days. You start initially with a mild to moderate fever. You have a persistent dry cough, a runny nose, inflamed red eyes, a sore throat, and a headache, and start off looking pretty miserable there. The signs are after the first 2 to 3 days with the mild fever, you suddenly spike a high fever, 104 and above. And then tiny white spots kind of start appearing in the mouth. These are called the Koplik spots. That's these little things here. It's red with these little white heads on them there. That's the Koplik spots. And then, of course, you come out with the classic, the rash, the red the red raised spots, the skin rash. Some of them can run together, so they kind of look like your skin is getting a blotchy or splotchy appearance. The rash appears first on the face and the head, and then can spread to the trunk, and then to the extremities. And you're looking like you're a pretty sick little kid there. It looks very miserable. Transmission. So how can you get this, and how is it spread? Well, it's a very highly contagious virus. 90% of those exposed who are not immune will become infected. It is carried in the mucus of the nose and the throat of the infected person. And it is spread by coughing and sneezing via the respiratory droplets. So you can imagine if you're coughing and sneezing, it is just put out there into the air. And if you are not immune and you just walk in the room, chances are you're going to breathe that in. And here's the eye opener here. The virus can remain alive up to 2 hours in the airspace. I found that to be very shocking. And it can be spread during the incubation period, which, like I said, was the 10 to 14 days before you even start, before you even have that initial fever. So you don't even know you're sick, through the 4 days after the rash first erupts. So you're spreading it even before you even know you have it. And I think that's why it can spread so quickly.